All right, what's up, good people? Welcome back. We got action. I ain't gonna say we got war just yet, but we do got action. All right, so Trump decided to bomb Iran again. Yes, folks, I said again. And they're calling this operation Epic Fury. Let me show y'all what's up with that. Operation Epic Fury. Inside Operation Epic Fury, previewing the Texas primary. All right, this guy right here, Hegseth. Seth is crazy. That's just like Seth urges U.S. troops to stay focused as Operation Epic Fury. That's the name of this operation that's going down. Operation Epic Fury, of course, it's connected to the 216. All right, 216. Well, if you take 6 times 6 times 6, you get 216, 216. All right, just like Trump won the election in 2016. All right, leave the zero out. Also, I got to throw this in there. The Cavs, right? Trump is connected to Cleveland, right? This is Jake Paul connected to Cleveland too. He's from Cleveland. See him get his ass whooped. He's connected to Trump too. Everybody I'm about to name, LeBron, Diddy, and Jake Paul, they all connected to Trump. There's somebody else too I'm forgetting, but it'll come back to me. But yeah, Cleveland that's the area code is 216. All right, and Trump became first president since Grover Cleveland for a split term president. So now he's the 45th and the 47th president. So that makes him, right? We had the 4 plus 5 up, we get 9. We had the 4 plus 7 up, we get 11. That makes him the September 9/11 president, the emergency president. All right. And this dude's so full of emotion, bro. Tell you what's going on. AI has no emotion. No emotion whatsoever. So everybody complaining, you gonna get your wish. You gonna get your wish. So remember I showed y'all Barron Trump, the adventures of Barron Trump, and how I said he's the last president. Barron Trump, the adventures of Barron Trump. He's a time traveler, and this 1896 is a long time ago. 1896. This guy Ingersoll Rockwell wrote this book, and people are talking about the coincidence about how it's connected to President Trump. President Trump, not his son, but President Trump uses the nickname Barron. Adventures of Little Barron Trump, but it says on here he's gonna be the last president. Well, he is gonna be the last president because y'all complain too much. People complain too much. I'm not trying to be funny. I swear to God, I'm not. But geez, bruh, if you just stop to look back over the past few years, how much complaining people have done. And so this is the answer. AI is the answer to all this complaining, all this crybaby whining ass shit. Yep. Trump is gonna be the last president because the next president gonna be AI, and he ain't gonna have no emotions. That the feelings and the emotions is going around with Trump, they gonna eliminate that shit. They get rid of that shit. The feelings and emotions that y'all got with cops, right? Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, all that emotions that come up when I say those names, they gonna eliminate that shit. It's gonna be AI cops, AI president, everything gonna be ran AI government. That's all this is about. The last president, AI. Some lack emotions, conscience, and genuine. Won't be no emotions. You ain't gonna be able to cry your way out of shit. AI won't give a fuck. It's gonna go right by the book, the rules. And so Trump, being the genius that he is, he thought
it's pathetic. And it's
bruh, this ain't even the one I want. Trump thought, okay, I'm gonna do just like last time. As we talked about it when he dropped the MOAB, the mother of all bombs. He dropped it on Iran. We were trying to the bunker buster. bomb was so big it was supposed to go through the ground and then blow up. He thought after he did that, he thought this was easy. He thought, oh yeah, he went into Venezuela and took the president. Just took him. Nothing happened. Went over there, bombed Iran. Nothing happened. Taking canals, taking Gulfs. Nothing happened. Nobody's fighting back. He did not expect this.
Donald Trump is panicking as Iran has rejected his ceasefire offer. Donald Trump apparently only prepared for a 4 to 5 day war against Iran, and he assumed that if the United States were to kill the Ayatollah Khomeini, that Iran would immediately want a ceasefire and that Donald Trump would be able to.
Well, you thought wrong, fool. You thought fucking wrong. Because now they firing back. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Donald Trump, he didn't expect that shit. For some reason. And now he got to, well, he ain't going to apologize, but he's seeing now that, oh shit, this is going to take a while to be over with. Look, he said 4 to 5 days. No, now they saying 4 to 5 weeks. It's going to turn into 4 to 5 months. And then where you think it's going to go after that?
To declare a victory and that war would not spread throughout the region. Donald Trump was warned that his personal views that that's what would take place were wrong, and he was indeed wrong. Hat tip to Ynet. They were the first to report, and they're based out of Israel, that Donald Trump is now begging Iran for a ceasefire, and Iran immediately rejected it and said when there will not be a ceasefire will be on our terms. And now one of the major issues the United States is facing is, will we be running out of munitions? Do we have the capabilities for a long-term war if this drags out for many, many months? And in addition, we've learned some horrific news this morning that a number of our soldiers, a number of U.S. service members have indeed been killed in action during the war already. We've learned that there have been, so far, 3 U.S. service members killed in action. 5 have been seriously wounded so far during Operation Epic Fury, is what the Trump regime is calling it. We're referring to it at the Midas Touch Network as Operation Epstein Fury, or the Jeffrey Epstein War. The U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, announced the deaths of these 3 U.S. service members. 5 are seriously wounded. We're following that. We're expecting, sadly, the number of deaths to increase. These casualties, as Open Source Intelligence Defender also notes, these casualties are likely the result of Iranian ballistic missiles and one-way attack drones that have been striking U.S. bases in Bahrain, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates, with some bases suffering much more serious damage than had been previously reported or announced by CENTCOM. Indeed, our government is giving false information, saying that the attacks have not been serious against our bases, only for us to learn later that they are indeed very, very serious. And now our service members have been killed, and Donald Trump has blood on his hands, and this whole regime in the United States has blood on their hands. Iranian's president, Masoud Pezeshkian, he is alive, and he's stating this morning on state-run television that the Interim Leadership Council is now operational and has assumed constitutional control of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Pezeshkian adds that we will continue the path of the leader with strength. Our armed forces are crushing the bases of enemies. No sign by Iran that they will be stopping their retaliatory actions against U.S. bases and U.S. interests within the Middle East anytime soon.
All right, I can't find it. I'm looking for Lindsey Graham when he was talking about Iran a few years ago. Of course, they didn't hit the shit. Okay, let me tell you about this though. I got a letter. I'm about to really say the song. Is this my Gmail? I don't know what the hell this is, bro. It like stuff and got messed up. So Outrage. They don't not. This is crazy. This is funny, bro. I'm gonna have to skip this part probably. Because where's my Gmail at? It's crazy. It's gone. It's just completely gone now. Okay. I gotta put my crazy son. I just had it up here for you. Okay, so they sent me a letter, bro. Now I'm about to lie about the date. I was gonna tell the truth if y'all would have let me show the damn email. YouTube sent me an email February 28th, the day that this happened. And it said you are not gonna be allowed to it was a few little things that I can't do no more. And then it says I need to get back in the good graces of YouTube and the partnership program and shit. They didn't kick me out of something. The day that this happened, I said, "Oh shit, and that's funny." And I felt like Chuck D. Never. I definitely said they were suckers. All right, but anyway, let's keep it pushing, man. It got me hot, bro. All right, let's keep it pushing, though, man. I could talk about this. The New World Order back in 1996. New World Order founded July 7th, 1996. Bash at the Beach. This is WCW. This is wrestling we talking about. The takeover. This was huge. Right? Am I lying? If anybody was watching wrestling back there, this was big. Can't even find a clip of that. It is crazy. All right. NWO. It's gonna be May 27th. That's the date. 1996. That is the takeover day. That is the debut. That's when Scott Hall does this.
No meal brings people together better than a classic Wisconsin fish fry.
A commercial's crazy, dog. I ain't seen a commercial in forever.
Hand-battered cod and walleye, crispy jumbo shrimp.
Somehow this thing, he couldn't say his name because WWE still owned the rights to his his name, Razor Ramon. But he came over here as Sky Hall. This is believe it or not, this got something to do with the war. Because I predicted the war with I don't think the war started yet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something here in a second after I get done with this about tomorrow. I think y'all know what tomorrow is. If you keep up with the dates. But so he's a big time wrestler in WWE. Nobody knew he was coming. Talk about the audience. And he shows up and he says this line, which is now infamous. And remember, he just passed away, I think last year sometime. Razor Ramon. I did it right now. I don't think people realize how powerful these words was. I was just, bruh. Sometimes I'll watch old school wrestling and stuff just to see. I don't want to see them wrestle. I just want to see the storyline. I want to see The Rock talk shit. I want to see Stone Cold talk shit. You know, it's a nostalgia to it. But I was watching it because I never really watched WCW. I've been watching WWE since a young pup, a young child. But I do remember this when this happened. And I was like, oh shit. And I got to watching WCW a little bit until it kind of got a little out of hand. But he's about to say some words that I remember from back in 1996. And I said, well, damn, is this connected to the war that started? What would it be? 5 years, 6 years later? And I did the Patriots versus the Rams in 2019. And I said, oh shit, this is predicting war. And somebody on one of these channels, one of these decode channels was like, they thought that it was gonna be them same two teams in the Super Bowl this year, the Patriots and the Rams, because they know it signals war. It's been looking like war for a while now, so they know. And for him to say this, and for me to remember, and then connect it to the next war. This is 1996, so in 2001 we was going to war. So you're gonna get one. Who wanted one? So that's May 27, 1996. I'm pretty sure this has gotten messed up too. It did. Thank God. So from May 27, 1996 until 9/11, 2001, that is the day. 1933. Right? 1933. It's the 295th prime number. But wait, there's more. Look at that 1933. Don't they look like a date? Don't they look like a special year with that 33? 1993. In 1933, the world was dominated by the deepening Great Depression, the rise of Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler, and the inauguration of Franklin D. Roosevelt New Deal in the U.S. Yeah, 1933, Adolf Hitler is appointed Chancellor of Germany by President Hindenburg. First Nazi concentration camp. It tied right to a war. Albert Einstein's rise in the U.S. The U.S. officially removes itself from the gold standard. That's April 19th. This dude was born on April 19th. I'm pretty sure I got rid of him now. This dude was born on April 19th, 1939. I think that's the end of that might be the start of World War II. That might be the exact date. I had it up here somewhere. That date, April 19th, for the special days, the special things that happened on that date. Here we go. History of April 19th. I do know one of them is Columbine happened on that date, I do believe. Oh, the Oklahoma City bombing. Now, the last NBA Finals we was talking about was Oklahoma City versus the Indiana Pacers. Remember, Timothy McVeigh died in Indiana. All right, and it was crazy that these two teams was tied together, but that was about a bomb, right? I mean, when you think about Timothy McVeigh, my first thought is bomb, right? Now, a few years back, there was this movie called Oppenheimer, and that's when I first started seeing, oh, we about to go to war. Why they making this movie? It looked boring as shit. I don't want to watch this dude build a bomb for 3 hours. Why would they? It won all the awards and everything, remember? And it was going against Barbie or something like that. Oppenheimer, the dude with the bomb. So this date might be important too to keep track of. July 16th, 1945. That 45 is going to pop up a lot too. Release date, July 21st, 2023. Let's see. We could get some. What y'all think? Y'all think we'll get some? Y'all think it'll hit July 21st, 2023? Well, guess what? It might come through. No, it didn't. All right, we gotta start over. It's all good. Right back at it. Even better this time. July 21st, 2023. It's 955 days from the. Oh, yeah, I got to tell you about tomorrow, too. Let me just double check and make sure that ain't nothing. All right. So we going to the 28th. All right. Let's see. It's the 162nd prime number, right? 953 days since that movie came out, Oppenheimer. It's the 162nd prime number. I'll have to do some research on that. I don't got nothing for 162nd. But it's all good. All right. So yeah, tomorrow, date. Why is tomorrow so important? Why is tomorrow so special? Tomorrow's March 3rd, March the 3rd month, 3rd day, full moon. Oh man. It seemed like everything is just lining up, bro. That's why I don't want to say we at war right now, because it's looking like tomorrow. We'll know tomorrow. Let's put it like that. We will know tomorrow, bro. We will know tomorrow. All right. I found that one video that played real low. Oh my God. You know what? Just forget it. Oh no, wait a minute. We're good. Okay, this is that video that played real low that one time. And we couldn't hear it, but it had some really good information about thinking outside the box and why thinking outside the box is.
Graduate from university, you wear a black. On the North Pole of Saturn, you have the hexagon, which is basically a cube. This is where you get the black cube of Saturn from. The color black is associated with Saturn because Saturn rules the wintertime. That's why we have the black cube of Saturn, which can be found on the Jew's head or in Mecca. And when you graduate from university, you wear a black square on your head. Saturn is known as the god of time. Your body has a limited amount of time in this physical dimension. However, your soul lives forever. In the ancient myths, Saturn was the god of the physical world because time rules the physical world. The hexagram of Saturn can turn into a 6-pointed star. 6 points, 6 mini triangles, and 6 sides. 6, 6, 6. There are 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute, and 24 hours in a day. 2 plus 4 equals 6. That's 666. If you add up the opposite number on the clock, it always adds up to 6.
Yep.
12 take away 6 is 6. 1 take away 7 is 6. Internet is www. World Wide Web, which means vav 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 666. Physical reality or the physical body is the cube. You can either move left, right, forwards, backwards, upwards, and down. You are the cube. You are not your physical body. You have many other higher dimensions of consciousness, such as the mind, the astral plane, and the etheric plane. That's why we say think outside the box, because the box is the physical world, and your mind can operate in these higher dimensions. Most of these religions have Saturn symbolism to make you worship time and the physical body and the physical.
Your mind is the soul. They want you taking everything literal. That's why NASA is so important, bro. Because NASA can get you to the heavens, can get the physical body to the heavens, when none of the ancients ever said that. The NASA expands the physical reality. They want to keep you trapped in the physical reality. They don't want you thinking. That's what I'm saying. These people are beefing with God, and God is intelligence, right? And that's another reason why AI needs so much information about us, because that's why they keep us separated too, because us coming together, there's a free energy element to it. There's a free energy element to it too. But us coming together, it's let me just show you this. This is Nikola Tesla with this light bulb, right? This is kind of a famous picture. Now, what most people don't notice is that this light bulb ain't plugged into this shit. This light bulb is not plugged into a damn thing. And it's glowing. And this is back in the 1920s. That light bulb is not, there's no wires coming out that light bulb. So Nikola Tesla was discovering spiritual technology. See that? That bulb is not plugged into anything. He's taking electrostatic energy from the atmosphere, from the environment, and using his body, his electrically charged body. You just shocked somebody before. You didn't touch the doorknob and then shocked. Your body is running electricity through it too. You are one of the biggest conductors of electricity. That's another one of the secrets that I want to tell you. So us coming together, right, could raise electricity and cause free energy. Think about a bunch of humans in a circle holding hands and stuff. And then they put a light bulb in the middle of them and that motherfucker light up. we gonna go deeper into this topic and subject because this is spiritual. This is spirituality right here. And see, they had to make everything literal. I do believe there was a time in this world where, you know, the ancients with the wisdom could talk in code and people would know that it's in code. Now everybody kind of take things literally, right? I'm gonna spill the beans. I'm gonna shoot the bull. It was never meant to be taken. A lot of things, especially when you deal with the ancients and these old like ancient aliens, they pretty much take everything literal, right? That's why they need aliens, because the aliens make shit physical. All right, let's keep it pushing, man. I'm about to come back. I'm going to come back and deal with this, man, because what Jesus said, if the eye be single, the body shall fill with light. And don't worry, we gonna definitely tackle that. Definitely tackle that. Now, these people, a lot of people don't know that they're, you know, the boule, one of the biggest secrets is magic.
Land was at its absolute.
So this is a clip.
And this clip is starting to make its rounds and waking some people up about these fraternities in the boule and how they are using magic, right? And they'll take the magic inside the church. They don't care. And how they are using magic. And this lady, you know, I don't know who this lady is. I'm going to have to find out who she is. And I appreciate her because I remember saying this stuff a while back. And I had a brother, you know, something like a brother-in-law. He was like, he went to college and stuff. He's like, nah, man, it don't mean that. It's all innocent. And I'm like, all right, whatever, bro. You know, I ain't about to argue with you, but nah, ain't no way this stuff is innocent, bro. You ain't Greek, first of all. You ain't Greek, so why you repping their stuff and just following it, you know, following their rituals? It's crazy. All right, so let's keep pushing.
Where they're talking about the abuse and idolatry of modern cult of sororities and fraternities. So I want to play this clip and get your reaction, Judge.
I sat there and I took advantage of 17, 18, and 19-year-old girls. So I'm not a victim. I brought over 4 lines and I abused 4 lines full of girls. I manipulated them. I sat there and looked these girls' moms in their face and told them that I was taking care of their kids, and I was sitting there abusing their children. All these people, oh my gosh, Epstein, and we should expose. No, we're about to expose you. They set up the altar and they put it at the front of a church and they desecrate the altar.
Whoa.
You would have to repeat the founders over and over and over again, necromancy. If you tell, you going to jail and you getting kicked out of school. Y'all should have walked away. We're implicated. If you got hurt that night, they would drop you off at the hospital and they would all come together and come with a corroborative story. You had doses that worked at the police station, everything. We did that to 2 girls. We went under investigation and we all got in a room and lied and corroborated our story that we didn't know them. They had a thing called digging for worms that we would do outside blindfolded, where we would dig and dig and dig until our nails bled. Where if you was the girl that had the nicest hair on the line, they would put all types of concoctions and they would ruin your hair.
No.
Yes, they would. We ate dog food. The reason that they can get away with it is because of Hell Night. People are not telling the truth. It would be grace from God if I went to jail. Did we hurt people? What? We brutally hurt people.
No.
Oaths, rituals, necromancy. We was doing spells almost every night. So your memory is gone. Ask people in the comments. Majority of them cannot even remember half of the stuff that they did. It's 9 candles.
That woke me up right there. Can't remember? United States of Amnesia? I'm telling you, these people are under a spell, bro. Look at them. Look at it. These people, because it's we quick to call people crazy. We quick to call people stupid. They're not crazy. They're not stupid. They're under a spell. That's it. And if you really love them, you'll figure out how you can help them break the spell. You probably shouldn't take much. a lot of people, especially women, got to process information through their emotions first. And some of these dudes now too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because your ego could be your worst amigo, bro. Let's go.
That you light in the Sigma, and they have 9 words, and each day we do a ritual to those words, and all 9 of those words are a blasphemous take on the 9 fruits of the Holy Spirit. It's a dark room. It has a red candle and a white candle because the deity attached to Delta is Minerva. Minerva is the goddess of wisdom, and we would light that candle to usher the spirit of the wisdom into the atmosphere. We need a female deity. Jesus ain't it. And they would take your hand and you would be hand in hand and say, I light the torch of wisdom. I invite in myself a new life force, which is Delta Sigma Theta. You walk away singing this little light of mine. We had God present. Yeah, you had God present so you could blaspheme him. You're sitting here saying to me, oh, this is a Christian liberty? Oh, nah. And we had to wash ourselves and say, I rid myself of all negative energy. I am refreshed, renewed, and I am reborn.
No.
Yes, we did. National process. Every person has done it. Every person has done it. We had to go give a gift at the altar, and we would have to light candles. We would have to give gifts, and you decide that you want to drop. You become an eternal pyramid.
That lady, she exposed a lot right there. And you know what? They going to believe her. They'll definitely believe her over me. There's a lot of
That's the sound of an American oil company hard at work.
I forgot mine ain't signed in. So, yeah, we're going to cut this short. But, you know, man. Lighting them lights, lighting them candles. And, you know, like I said, that comes from taking stuff literally. The people got a bad habit of taking everything from the past, everything from the ancients. I don't care if you're Greek, Roman, whatever you studying. You take it literally, you lost. You lost. All right? These people are not really going to outer space. They're not really going to the heavens. But they want to trick you into thinking that they are. Look, this is totally CGI. Tell me this is a real picture of a satellite. And tell me who took the picture of the satellite. They want you to think that they are, because the literal interpretation of all things will trap you into this physical reality, right? Think outside the box. Remember that. All right. Okay, we gotta get out of here. I got more, but I gotta set it all up, man. Somehow my computer got rebooted and reset and stuff. Look up bioconvergence. Let's check it out. Your browser has lost connection to your camera. Yeah, right. Camera selected. Is my mic still on now? Thanks, Rick. Okay, I think my mic's still on. Okay, let's bioconvergence. Let's check it out. What I want to get rid of is the thing. Okay, Rubio ain't talking about a damn thing. Bioconvergence. What is this? What is this? Convergence. Can't spell it out, G. I tore that word up. So convergence. Convergence. Oh my God. Give me that. All right. Bioconvergence is the intersection of biology with engineering, AI, and data science. Oh, creating a new paradigm for solving complex challenges in healthcare, agriculture, and by merging living systems with digital technologies and advanced materials. It enables innovation like 3D bioprinted tissue, smart sensors, and precision therapeutics. Yeah, it's definitely gonna hit the health field tough. Let's try to get a short video. Let's see, get a short video. Why is Israel only people talk about is Israel? Okay, this is the top video, so let's try that.
kicking for more than 2 decades. Biologists and other technologists have been collaborating pretty much since everybody's been doing their technology developments for good reason. The biologists obviously at some point reached the limits of what you would call classic lab work, and the complexity and the intricacies and the advancement of other technologies allowed biologists to reach further and faster and higher and stronger results. I think no one can contest the fact that the Human Genome Project would not have been completed without fancy technology from other disciplines entering the scene, the ability to miniaturize technologies, to miniaturize platforms, to differently use optics and fluorescence, physics, microelectronics. These have all been part of cutting edge biology for quite a long time. What has changed?
They cut him off because he wouldn't talk about a damn. Did he? Did he tell us what bioconvergence? It's the same dude. Israel's bio. Oh, this has really got something to do with Israel, bro. Let me check this out. Just play the damn video. Nah. Mess with Instagram. Let's try this guy.
Israel began by gathering the gene sequencing of 100,000 people and
This the one right here. Okay.
creation of today's genomic and clinical medical database infrastructure that equips the digital health initiatives. And this is where we come to the heart of the matter. Israel's bioconvergence program, which in a word is where the nuts and bolts of a transhumanist future is being built.
That's one of my first videos I did on this channel. It was about transhumanism, transformers, trans people, right? Because who are the people getting all these surgeries and stuff? So when it's time to get computer parts put in you, technology, hard drive, software put inside you, who's going to be the first people? The people who's already been cut open. People who don't mind, surgery scares the shit out of me. But there's some people just like, oh, it's going to make me look better. Oh, I do it. They just trust. They trust the science. They trust the doctors. They trust the hospitals. Don't even know where this stuff comes from. Don't even know that, the hospital is the Roman Catholic Church. It was, man, I can't even, bro. I got old videos about this stuff, bro. This is crazy.
Still quoting. They are transforming Israel into a world bioconvergence leader. Bioconvergence is at its essence the merging of engineering and biology, man and machine, which curiously got its momentum in 2020.
Curiously got its momentum in 2020. What was going on in 2020? Thanks a lot, Rick. Epstein fuckery nano-sized. What you mean by that? Epstein, Epstein's, that's just, I don't think nobody, people still care for some reason. Medical mafia, AI healthcare. Yeah, yep. And didn't even know that Israel is the lead, the leaders of that shit. Oh, man. I said, it's probably going to come out pretty soon, but I do think Ukraine is going to be the home of the data centers. They can't find no place to put these data centers, and they having problems with data centers. There's a what is the word? There's an environmental element to these data centers that they're messing with the environment and they're messing with people. And so I do believe Ukraine is going to be the home of the world's largest data center, man. I got to get out of here, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, man. We up out. I'll be back. I'm coming back because we got way more stuff to talk about, man. So spiritual stuff. We got to dive into that too. All right, yeah. Peace, man.